Today we're going to talk about a series of laws called the Townshend Act, made in 1767. The laws consist of these 5 main laws: the Revenging Act, the Amity Act, the Commissioners of Customs Act, the Vice Admiralty Court Act, and the New York Restraining Act. All of these acts were pursued and controlled by Charles Townshend. That's it.
Ta-da!
The act was to seize the colonies to pay the salaries of governors and judges, to punish the profligacy of New York for failing to comply with the 1765 Quartering Act. The British government continued in attempts to tax the colonies without the contents. However, the Boston Tea Party and the American Revolution followed. What? Is that it? That's it! Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about the Royal Proclamation. George Washington III followed, sent out, and issued the proclamation on October 7th, 1763. It was made so people did not travel west past the Appalachian Mountains. It was made like this so the Americans and the colonies did not go to war.
The Tea Act happened because of the holdup of the tea warehouse in London. The Tea Act was undercut in price, and people tried to smuggle it into the colonists. So it was convinced that the colonists had to buy tea from a company, but a company in London tried to exclusively sell tea in London. So smugglers imported almost about 900,000 pounds of cheap foreign tea per year. The quality of tea did not match the India company tea, of which Americans bought by 562,000 pounds. But the British government has to pay 400,000 pounds of their money, which would be like.
Here's your 400 pounds.
Thomas.
It's like throwing money away. The act that caused the tax on tea in 1773.
This was a series of acts called the Townshend Act, made in 1767.
The act was made by Charles Townshend and was Charles III pursued the act.
This act consisted of 5 laws. The 5 main laws were Revenge Act, the Intimidity Act, the Uncompression. I don't know how to say these. Restart.
This person obviously has a sugar rush. Why? Because he protested the Sugar Act, he won, and now he has all the sugar that he wants. He's very jittery. Now the Sugar Act was the modified version of the Molasses Act, 3 pence per gallon of imported molasses. The Sugar Act raised the tax to 6 pence. This made the colonists very mad, and this started the protest. The colonists eventually won, and they got their tax on sugar lower. Sugar!
Your compadre down there.
Oh, these stamps are too expensive!
The Stamp Act began in 1765. It was taxes on newspapers, other types of papers, mails, anything of the sort.
So expensive.
Yes, it was. And the original one was paid in Britain currency. And the newer one, which is in 1765, as I said, is paid in colony currency.
Still really expensive.
It still is. But people tried rebelling, and it didn't work out as well.
I hate stamps. I'm not sending mail anymore.
That's my stuff.